Hello and welcome, as usual, to the Geek Lab, where I knock the camera regularly. Now, right, okay, we are doing today editions 32 to 35 of the old Eaglemoss Build Your Own 3D Printer. God, this is going well. We've got to put my tea in shot. So there's my tea. And, nom 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 nom. Okay, so what we've been doing recently is we've been building the different axes on the machine. Working on the, I think it's the x-axis, y-axis recently. And this one's going to be a bit different because, looking at it, we're going to be finishing off the y-axis and then starting on the heater bed. Progress being made! So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to edition 32 of Build Your Own 3D Printer from Eaglemoss. And here on the cover we have a gentleman who can't figure out how to get the top down. Yes, just... I don't know. Anyway, in this issue, V3 printer part, Z-axis screw rod. Oh yes! This is the part that runs the bed up and down, and it's actually... it's got a screw texture and some gunk to put on it to grease it up. So that's what comes with this one. 3D modelling step by step as usual, and 3D athletic. 3D printing gets spotty. Well, yeah, it's never going to get sporty in my room, my house, because, yeah, for those who see me, yeah, not exactly sporty time. But there we go. 3D Athletics. Sporting goods companies are joining the front runners in the 3D technology revolution by developing customized equipment to help athletes achieve their highest potential. Or to get more money out of them, as skeptically might say. That is an interesting pattern, but yeah, unless, what they're making that out of, does it say? By computerizing an athlete's motion while running, sportswear company New Balance can analyze foot pressure and presses to create tailor-made footwear. 3D printed soles of New Balance track shoes above, 3D printed night vapor above left. How long is that gonna last? Maybe they only designed it to do one run, but that ain't gonna last, is it? Christ. Anyway, 3D technology is revolutionizing the sports industry. Oh yeah, helmets. I've been known to ride a bike a few times. I've got helmet, so yeah, that's one new area. World's first 3D printed sports bag. I'd like the fact that they can do textures and weird textures for, you know, bags and accessories and stuff. That's good. To be honest, I would not be using that every day. No. They are quite good, I like that. Australian surfboard maker Disrupt designs sports above to customer specifications, including art, finish and design. Clients get to approve a 3D printed prototype. Cool. More this. Gathering momentum. Building a windmill part 3. I shall be getting myself involved in this when I get around to doing this course. A bit behind, but there we go. What I'd like to do is do it closer to when the printer's finished, so it's all fresh in the mind and you can go and do other stuff. Right, okay, so our windmill is continuing its construction. Getting quite good in the old CAD now. That's good. Right. Binder jetting. Binder jetting is a relatively fast and cheap technology offering full colour and a range of materials. It's a popular choice for rapid prototypists and end-use makers. So, when my machine becomes retro, this will be what they're like then. And we're good. Oh, look at that! This will be like the BBC Micro of 3D printers, perhaps. Or perhaps not. What's this? Aston Martin DB5 model below. The James Bond film Skyfall featured detailed plastic 1:3 scale model doubles of the original Aston Martin vehicle. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Vector 3 Z-axis rod screw, the assembly for that. Gunk it. Set of Dominoes Part 2, a Celtic necklace. You're kidding. Don't think anybody's going to wear that. Look at my plastic. Yeah, look at my plastic Celtic necklace. Class, isn't it? Anyway, two-tone whistle. No, thank you. Desktop crate. Yeah. And next edition. So that's edition 32. Edition 33. That bloke's you know. Right. In this issue, V3 printer part, heater plate. Yes, making progress. 3D modelling step by step, and Digitalis. No, Digitalicious. Oh, Digitalis. Digitalicious. 3D printed sweets and treats. Right, so this one's, you know, looking at a little whatever. Nothing special there. Ooh, look at that. Digitalicious. Fueled by public demand and private experimentation, the future of digital treats is looking very sweet indeed. Geometric delight. To the untrained eye, this might look like a colourful geometrical sculpture, but it's actually an edible sugar cake topper made with a ChefJet Pro 3D printer. Oh, look at him! Oh, don't tell the wife! Selfie lolly. If a 3D food printer isn't within your reach, there's other ways that you can use a standard fused 3D element printer to make edible items. Okay. Socket and C fixings part 2. Creating a capture joint which allows greater flexibility than the pin joints you learned to make in issue 31 is an essential skill for product designers. Go. Making a new kind of joint. Well, it's not new, it's just new to us in the course. First time I come across it. So a good tutorial, I assume, because they usually are, on how to do that. Going Pro. If you have the Pro version of SketchUp, you will be able to use a Boolean modifier tool called Subtract, which is capable of carrying out steps 7 to 9 with just one click. Cool. Vector 3, heater plate. Ooh. There it is. Let's have a look. Keep the heater plate and 3 grub screws until the next issue. Bastards. Look, I've got the next issue, isn't it? Right, set of dominoes part 3. Okay, more dominoes. Right. Letter rack and phone stand. No thank you. Spice pot with lid. Barrel puzzle. This interlocking 3-dimensional knot puzzle may appear simple, but is actually rather challenging. Oh dear. We have to do that one. Oh, look at that. I've got other things I want to do first. Airbrushing basics. So yes, there we go. Another important aspect of 3D printing, finishing the model. You just don't want a plain plastic thing, piece of crap sitting there. You want to finish it and paint it. So it's good that with these they show you different things, like basic techniques, what you need, weathering and distressing. So that is really, really good. That's issue 33. Issue 34. And this guy's staring at another article that's been printed. Right. Heater plate holder. I'll show you that in a minute. 3D modelling step by step and 3D printing at the movies. Ooh, 3D printing at the movies. Yeah. Quick swig. Right. Hang on. About Sebastian Conran. Vector 3 was designed by multi-award-winning product designer Sebastian Conran. I never heard of him until I started this, so there we go. But there again, I hated the fashion. Director Sebastian Conran Associates, which he founded in 1986 and continues to lead, an internationally recognised producer. Right, from Hollywood and Bollywood to Pinewood, movie effects companies are using 3D printing to set the silver screen alight. Iron Man. The impressively detailed suit of armour worn by Robert Downey Jr. in the blockbuster Iron Man movies 2008, 2010, 2013 was 3D printed. I did not know that. Oh god, Fluffy will have me printing out these now. Don't tell her! The Green Goblin. We'll just pretend they didn't put that in there. 3D printers now beginning to share the screen with CGI. In Wolverine, around 95% of the Silver Samurai's role, depending on computer graphics. The effects team also 3D printed and chrome plated a suit for one particular scene. Cool. Seamless creation. Oh, that's nice. Right. I recognise that. That's the big disappointment known as Interstellar. 3D printing is ensconced in the effects and props repertoire. 3D printing parts. It'd be nice to do that. I bet you can. I bet there's some files out there. Let me know if you know them. Chappie! Seen that? That's quite good. The 17 separate models 3D printed for Chappie were programmed from CAD files, each deliberately a little scruffier than the last to enhance the realism. Cool, didn't know that. It's good. Right, full circle. Building a windmill part 4. In the final installation of instructions for building a replica Dutch windmill, you'll begin designing the fins and affixing them to the structure by means of a pin joint. You will also be preparing the entire model for printing. Yes! Cool, that's cool. Finishing touches. Ta-da! And learning curve, Pan's Labyrinth. The zoom tools operate not interested at this point. Right. Manifold designs. To 3D print an object, it has to be solid or manifold. Design manifold design before it can be sliced. Here we explain what this means and how to fix a non-manifold design. I love manifold designs. I hate manifold designs. Sneaky designs. That's something I'm going to have to be reading up on, but not to hang around too hard long here. The Vector Stage 5, Vector 3 heater plate holder. Now, where are we? Very well. Not looking forward to this bit because I know somebody who's already done this before I filmed this, and yeah, they've had no end of trouble with this apparently. So that's going to be fun to do off camera. Right. Oh yes. I've got to put them on there, put them in there, put them in there, balance it. Could be interesting. We shall see. Oh god. And they go in there. Remove the cover from the Y-axis assembly. Fit the heater plate holder onto the Y-axis bearing block. Oh, so cool. So that's going to get put on soon, hopefully. I'm sick of that sitting separate. Been like that for a long time now. Anywho, set of dominoes part 4. Letter Z puzzle. Aztec bracelet. That would really irritate you by rubbing into your wrist. So, and next part. And the last part for this this installment is number 35. This one. I may have to indulge in some printing from this one. This little guy here. Looks quite interesting. They're not very inventive, these pictures are. It's just somebody looking at what's being printed this month, or somebody fiddling with it, you know. How about a nice naked lady lying... Anyway, let's get on with it. The heater sensor, I'll show you that in a bit. 3D modelling step by step, just this guy, and 3D printing architectural models. Ooh, nice. That is nice, actually. 3D printing architectural models rather than using traditional model making techniques allows far greater accuracy and detail in complex designs. This model of a business district was 3D printed by Korean firm Modelzium. That's good, isn't it? I bet that wasn't done with this. Possibly. No, possibly not. To realise a big architectural vision, you need to start small and use the best tools to hand. Today, those tools include 3D printing. Yeah, but if you were to do that with a normal printer like this one, that would be a pain because it would go wrong so many times. What they're using, yeah, another technique, that one. Oh, yeah. Field of chess towers, see that? The elegant pieces of this chess set represent the evolutionary process and development stages explored for each of Saudi architectural design projects. Okay, more interested in the chessboard, that's quite good, but I don't think I can print that one. Cutting edge technique, an architectural model of a Zaha Hadad architect's design for the Batugide International Convention Centre, 3D printed in one piece in resin and then hand painted. Oh, excuse me. Cool. So there we go. Printing terrain. SketchUp gives you the ability to import landscapes directly from Google Maps, and with a little bit of work you should be able to print a topographic model of any charted location on the planet. See that being in use for the military. So, using geolocation, SketchUp was originally created by Google before being sold to Trimble. Fortunately, the features that connect Google Maps with SketchUp still exist, making importing a landscape a straightforward process. This is what you might call different. Okay, well, you're gonna have to print, paint or print something to go on top of it, obviously. Okay. Different. Vector 5 stage 5, Vector 3 heater sensor. So this is one that you have to put to one side. There she is, a cable. So there we go. Not much we can do with that this month. Alphabet blocks part 3. iPhone stand. Mount Vesuvius. Just been on about topographic models, and there's one here. A perfect topographic model of Europe's most infamous and dangerous stratovolcano. Yeah, if you were doing it in extreme low resolution. iPhone stand. Look at the thing with iPhones. Stop it. This has caught my eye. Flexible trilobite. This should be interesting to print out and put together. A similar exquisite replica of the Cambrian seabed scavenger. It can flex. I'm interested in doing that just because it looks interesting to do. And if I do, I shall make a video of the entire process when I do. Which is what I'm going to be doing once this is finished. I'll be doing different projects and making videos on them for your delight and delectation. And mine also. Using a print service. So that while you're waiting for this to be built, you can get your stuff sent off, I suppose. If you want to pay. And next month, build plate heater. Build plate heater. Build plate heater. Sounds like something Yoda would say. Okay, build plate heater. So the heater that goes in the build plate. So maybe you get in the build plate. That would be nice. Right, so we got this part, this part, and this part to put onto the big part. Apart from that, which is just going to go to one side for now. So, I've been told this is really difficult, this one, so I'm going to go do it. Try not to lose my temper, which isn't very often anyway. And I'll be back by the magic of video before you can say anti-disestablishmentarianism. Right, here we are about 20 minutes later, and it wasn't actually as bad as I thought. So what we've had to do, we've had to install this screw here. One minute. To do this, we had to bolt this extra bit here. We had to screw that onto the rod, get it in the position, push it in there, and then screw the rod down until it went into this part here. Then tighten the grub screws around the top there. We then use the supplied gunk to gunk it up. I might have to do a little bit extra there, but I've kept it. Just like this. Hang on, while we're here, may as well indulge. A little bit there. Rub it on, there we go. How's that feel? That's you lubed up. Oh yeah, you like that. Oh, camera's still going. Anyway, what we then had to do was assemble this table. Now, you have to put the screws through this bottom plate, and then put the springs on the screws on the other side. Show you there, sorry. And then you have to press these together and screw them in, and put grub screws to hold them. So just leave a small gap. It's not exactly a small gap, but it's the maximum gap that's allowed by the where the grub screws go on. Mine also had a problem in that this screw here actually moves freely without the grub screw, so it actually doesn't fit in there. But with the grub screw in, it's holding fine, so not complaining about that at this time. Then we had to take apart our axis here that we've built months ago and attach it onto there, so it then slides up and down. So there we go. Bit of a dodgy one. For first time part didn't actually work properly, but with that grub screw, no dramas. So it could be a pain to adjust, but we'll get there. So yep, as usual, good quality parts. No thing there. This is getting rather heavy actually. The whole thing's getting heavy. No major issues, just fiddly as usual. Oh, the other thing, I didn't keep the leaflet because I threw it away, I think. Yes. The first of the specials was advertised in this packet, and it turns out it's like a clock where they provide the central part and some rods, and you can print out different designs to go around it. Yes, I am so glad I did not subscribe to the extras, because I thought they're either going to be shite or they ain't going to exist. So anyway, I didn't subscribe to them, so you're not getting them because they're not really worth it. It was 25 quid as well. Yeah, I could just get a couple of pound mechanism and fingers off of eBay and make my own with this when it's done. You can't even do the special till it's done anyway, so anyhow, little rant over. Yep, that's very good. Good as usual. If you want to see more of these, there's a playlist of the build so far, and if you subscribe, if you're not subscribed already, you'll see the future ones. Please like, because it does help. And if you want to talk to me, there's links to my social media downstairs, or you can leave a comment in the comments box downstairs. So thank all. Au revoir. How much?
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.